That was kind of just my answer for it.
Are you happy at work?
Well, I have two jobs, so yes and no. I'm paying bills.
What's the yes?
I love Bronx work.
But being honest, why do you love BronxWorks?
Well, all right, see, I've worked in, technically I still do, but I was working in retail, working in Urban Outfitters for like 3.5 years. I just graduated high school. I really only just wanted employment. I didn't want to go straight to school because I didn't know what to do. I don't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to end up going to school and basically just going there just because my parents think that's a good idea. And I'm not excited about school. Two, I wasn't excited about going there for 4 or 5 years, studying what I didn't want to study, and then having to pay back for it for I don't know how many years. So I decided I wanted to work first, and then figure things out from there. Over time, I just was really unhappy at this place. I wasn't that unprofessional after a long time, but you could sort of tell that I definitely didn't want to be there anymore. And I don't know, I guess just working in a place where I got along with most of my coworkers. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, so I got along with my coworkers a little bit, but it just wasn't a good fit for me. Here it's more or less. I was a member here first. I work here now as the community coach. So I've done outreach. Some people I might have knocked me afterwards, but I live in Morehouses, so a part of when Denise and Jason were asking me about this whole community coach thing, a part of who I am as a person is liking to see people eat, which means I like to see people do good. I'm not selfish about, anything for the most part. And so when they asked me about the community coaches, I was like, listen, I'm seeing people suffer for no reason in my neighborhood. I lived there for 15 to 16 years, and I wanted to just be able to put their foot in the door because a lot of trying to look for work without knowing who's there. People don't really care about credentials no more. Nowadays, it's more about who you know. So for me here, BronxWorks this is the place where they have the who you know. All you got to do is come here, and you get your referrals, and then you do what you have to do, and you get your referrals. So that's why for me, I was excited about the community coach because I've lived where I've lived for so long, and I thought it could affect a lot of people where I live.
Yeah.
Rashay.
Yay!
Yes. Right. One thing I learned. Where can I start? One thing I learned, there are people that cares. I'm happy that we had those people that funded the money so I could be here. I could be the unemployment sponsored child. And I'm not that no more, but if you Google me, I'm still there. And basically, BronxWorks did a lot for me. I was in a situation where I just lost my unemployment, and I got my baby right here, so it's like, there's no selling drugs, so I'm like, damn. Then I met Denise, whatever, walking downstairs thinking she police. You know what I'm saying? She walking down the staircase, so I'm like, so that's like,
Sakoli's like, yeah, she did.
yeah, so it's like, I learned there's people that care. If it was an experiment, if it wasn't, I'm glad they did it so I could be here. And in the process, I got to slightly finish my education because I still have to take 2 parts of it. I'm employed. They trying to move me up once I get my certificate right. And basically, I just learned people out there that really cares. Because I was at a point like just my family cares or my buddies in the hood. And then when I noticed, every time I kept coming, because I had nowhere to go, I kept coming, and I'm gonna see where it's gonna take me. And it took me I've been here so long that I felt like I was part of the staff. 'Cause I know like all the staff, even if they not my advisor or what, I was there, they was talking to me, so I wasn't getting paid, but I was here. I just learned, you know, there are people that will push you. Miss Tiara, she called my phone, house phone, many days when I didn't want to come. So, all I want to share with people is that you can't really push nobody if they don't want to do it. Like, you can lead us all to the door, but if your heart's not in it to make that big change, you can't do it. I could bring 1,000,000 people through this door, but if their heart's not in it, then it's just, you know. And then when my heart was, I needed something, and this was it. So, thank y'all.
Oh, thank you. How dare she?
Who's that?
Ruth isn't here, right?
Cole, you know, we putting you on the spot. Would you mind answering the question?
Hi everyone, I'm Nicole. I do outreach for Botanic houses. I'm also a member at Job Plus. One thing I have learned from the job search process is you have to be patient. Patient is a must. I mean, everyone expected, oh, I'm going to Jobs Plus, they're going to get me a job. We can't get anyone a job, we can help you to the next step in receiving a job, but we can't give you a job. But before I came here, I'm a mother of 5. I had I just thought it was no chance for me. I'm sorry. I'm nervous with you. Denise, I saw her plenty of times. I used to take the flyers and just put them on my table. They can't help me. But Denise really, oh, I'm so emotional, I'm sorry. She really, every time she said, she's like, when are you coming, when are you coming? I'm like, I'm coming. Like, bring the kids with you. Like, bring the kids. I'm like, are you sure you want me to bring my kids? Yeah, I'm sure, bring them. So I came and I met Tiara, I brought my kids, they're coloring. And they're like, what do you want to do with yourself? I'm 30 years old now, I have 5 kids. I still don't know what I'm going to do. And it's very hard. Because I'm doing it by myself. And they offered me a position as community coach because I'm a very, very outgoing person, very friendly. I want to see everyone succeed in life, like I want to succeed in life. So when I talk to people out in the field, I let them know like what we can have to offer as one, as a team, as a whole, you know, because the development, everyone see, oh, they're in the projects, they have nothing to live for, just to live in a project. That's not true. We have so much potential in life. We have so many places to go. We can own a house. It's not just, this is our last step because we're in the public housing. We can own a house. We don't have to deal with these mice and roaches and all this, you know, we don't have to deal with it. They just think, oh, you're the house, you're stuck. That's what everyone thinks. It's no hope for me. And it's not, oh, I don't have an education. There's no hope for me. Oh, I have a criminal background. There's no hope for me. That's not the case. If you put your foot forward and keep moving forward, you'll make it. If you put your heart into it, you'll make it. Your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul got to be into it in order for you to receive what you're looking for. After this, I plan on continuing my education because there's a lot of things that I have forgotten when I was in high school. I've been out of high school for quite some time, and I want to go back to I want to go to college. Before I used to say, oh, college not for me. It took me like 6 years to get out of high school, but now I feel like I want to go to college and get my education. And I want my children to say, my mom did it, I'm going to do it. My son, he's 13, and he used to always say, Mom, when are you going to go to work? You're not tired of being a public assistant? This is my 13-year-old. So I looked at him one day, I said, you know what, son? You're right. Mommy is tired of it. And I'm going to do something about it. And now that I'm on my feet, I see so much more respect from my son. As a mother and a friend. Because he's like, my mom is trying. She got all 5 kids and she's trying. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I would like to share with y'all is Whatever the outcome is with this employment, don't never give up. There's always another option. There's always ways, there's always hope, there's always people here to help you. Regardless of your situation, regardless of your living situation, anything, they're always here to help you. So don't think that they're never here. You can walk in whenever you need to walk in, call them, make up an appointment, anything. We're here to help. We're here to, like she said, we're trying to stay here for 5 years. It's up to y'all to help us stay here for 5 years. Bring some people in. People y'all know that need help. Let them know, talk to them, let them know Josh Bus is here. Let them know that we're here for a purpose. We're not going nowhere, so they can come and see us. Come see Denise, see Tiara. I know Denise, plenty of people say, that tall girl, she don't play. She sure don't.